Hello everybody. We are taking a look at our first practice test for functions in coordinate geometry. So we're going to take a little walkthrough through this and see how we do. Okay. So first thing, number one, given the expression 5n plus 4, identify the first 6 terms of the sequence where n equals 1 represents the first input. All I'm doing here is I'm putting in 5 times 1 plus 4. And that gives me 5 times 1 is 5 plus 4 is 9. That's my first term. Okay. Then I'm putting in 5 times 2 plus 4. Well, 5 times 2 is 10, plus 4 is 14. There's my second term. And I'm just going across. Okay, so then that gives me 19. If you notice, I'm just adding 5 each time. So 24, 39, 29, sorry, early in the morning. And then 34. So there's my first 6 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Draw a graph of a relation that is a function. Draw a graph of a relation that is not a function. Okay. So function is just something like a line. It goes left to right. Okay. And it's just, it passes the vertical line test. Passes the VLT, vertical line test. Meanwhile, something that doesn't is maybe a sideways parabola. You'll notice if I draw a line straight up and down, I hit more than once. This fails the vertical line test. Okay? Cool. Explain the difference between domain and range. Identify the domain and range of the function you drew in problem 2. So domain are all x values. Okay? That's what domain is. Range is all y values. So let me give you a little example here. 2, 3, negative 2, 4, negative 1, negative 2. My domain would be 2, negative 2, negative 1. And my range would be 3, 4, negative 2. Okay? Cool. What does it mean to be linear? Write an equation that represents a linear function, another that represents a nonlinear function. So linear is anything in the form of y equals mx plus b. Okay, so you're looking at stuff like y equals negative 2/3 x plus 4. That would be a good example. Y equals 5x plus 6. That's good. Anything in that form that forms a straight line. But meanwhile, okay, something that's nonlinear has maybe a different exponent. So I could say something like y equals 3x squared plus 4x minus 5. These are called parabolas or quadratics. You could have something like absolute value of x minus 2 plus 3. You could play around with a lot of different things. And if you're ever confused, you can always grab your graphing calculator and hit the y equals button and kind of mess around with them too. So if you're ever asked a multiple choice question, graph all of them and see which one works. Write the equation of a line that goes through the points below. Alright, so I need 2 things in order to make an equation of a line. I need slope and I need a y-intercept. We can find slope pretty easily. Okay, so I'm picking 2 points. I'm going to go with these 2 points because they look kind of nice. I'm going to call this one my x1, y1, x2, y2. So y2 minus y1 would be 3 minus 5. And then x2 minus x1 would be 9 minus 3. So looking at negative 2 over 6, negative 1/3. So there's my slope. Okay. Now I'm going to pick a point. Well, I'm going to pick the first point here. Okay. So y equals mx plus b. Here's an x, here's a y, here's my m. So for y, I put a 5 in. For m, I put a negative 1/3 in. For x, I put a 3 in, plus b. And I'm trying to solve for my b. Negative 1/3 times 3 gives me negative 1. Okay, I can add 1 over. So b equals 6. Now that I've got my b and my m, I go back to y equals mx plus b, and I replace the m with what that is, and I replace the b with whatever that is. And we're all good. Okay, number 6. If the value of a stock is doubling every 7 years, explain why this does not represent a linear relationship. Well, here's a perfect example. A linear relationship has to have a constant change, which means, okay, increases or decreases by same amount. Okay? So, if I'm doubling it, let me give you an example. If y equals 100, the next year it goes to 200. If I double it again, it goes to 400. The change here is plus $100. The change here is plus $200. If I keep going with this, the change here would be $400. Can you see how these are all different? Therefore, not linear. Okay? Linear, again, needs to be something that's constantly changing. Y equals mx plus b, same slope every time. Okay? Okay, on the back. Table below shows typing speed x, number of errors y, and a 1-minute typing test for 6 kids. So, typing speed, words per minute, number of errors, okay? The points in the table below are plotted below. Draw the line of best fit and use the space above to find the equation for the line you drew. Show all your work. Well, alright, we all might have a little bit different results, but something along those lines right there. Okay, now it asks you to find line of best fit. I'm going to pick a few points here. Alright, so this point would be 44, 8. This point would be 26, 12. Okay, so I'm going to just do my thing again, like where I find my equation of a line. M equals, I'll call this x1, y1, x2, y2. And these numbers probably aren't going to look the best, but let's give it a go. 8 minus 12, 44 minus 26. 8 minus 12 is negative 4. 44 minus 26 is 18. Divide top and bottom by 2. Negative 2 over 9. Okay. I'm going to go back, plug in some problems, or plug into the equation mx plus b. Let's see here. I'm going to put an 8 in for y. I'll pick this point. M is negative 2/9. My x is 44 plus b. Alright, check out how we're going to do this because I'm trying to make our lives easy as possible. Negative 2/9 times 44 gives me that. Okay. Negative 88 over 9. I'm going to add that over, so plus 88 over 9. So b equals 88 over 9 plus 8. And then if I convert that into a fraction, 160 over 9. Cool. So my equation is negative 2/9 x plus 160 over 9. Okay. Explain the equation you found, predict the number of errors a student who types 62 words per minute. Well, if you guys notice, this is my x value right here. This is my y value. So because I'm using this equation now, right, I'm going to put in for x 62. That's what the problem's asking me. So I've got negative 2 over 9. Where am I doing this from? Right here. Instead of x, I put in 62. Plus 160 over 9. 4. Okay. So, see how nicely that works out for us. It'd be roughly 4 errors. Okay. And we could show all of our work here if we really needed to. Y equals negative 2/9 times 62 plus 160 over 9. Boom, plug it in, I get y equals 4. Interpret the slope of your equation in the context of your problem. All it's saying is this. And think about this. The faster you type, the less errors you make. Okay? Faster you type, the less errors you make. And then interpret the y-intercept using the context of the problem. What this is saying is if you type 26 words per minute, you make 12 errors. If you type 26 words per minute, then you make 12 errors. That's all it's saying. And you guys can read a chart. I know you're okay with that. Finally, you and your sister make $3,500 designing bracelets this past year. Since she was the lead designer, she took 60% of the earnings. How much money did you earn? Well, if there's 100% of profits and she took 60%, what are you left with? 40%. So I need to figure out what 40% is in terms of decimals. So that is 0.40. So I'm going to go back to my profit, 3,500, times it by 0.40. And I get $1,400. That's how much I make. Okay? Don't forget units. And you'll be in good shape. Alrighty? So this is our first review. I'll be making up another review for you guys to work on, and we'll be fine. So we're looking good. But, alright, yeah. Keep up the good work, and good luck. We're all counting on you.